place. Let's go.
Have started.
Yes, so this is 1-1. Standard 1-1 level, where the main power-up of the game is introduced. In this case, it's the propeller mushroom, which we will be keeping for the majority of the run, as it is very useful in a few stages.
Propeller gives you a lot of vertical height, which is probably the most useful in World 5. We'll see. Should see.
Yeah. Two levels in particular, say the propeller saves a lot of time in, and we will touch more on that when we get there.
Let's go.
Taking to 1-2 here, it's underground level.
At the halfway point of the level, they will go out of their way to grab the star, since it speeds up your movement and is overall faster. I want to say it saves like 2 seconds, but I'm not exactly sure what the optimal no star time is.
Yeah, the main reason it saves time is because using the invincibility it gives you, you can just run straight through the piranha plants compared to just waiting for them.
Yeah.
Time.
So yeah, going into 1-3 here, at the beginning of the level, they're going to do
Let's go.
a triple jump off a question mark block. Not only is this very swaggy, but it makes sure that the hammer bro doesn't jump up and hit you, because it's a 50-50 whether he jumps up or stays down.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the level here, they're going to be taking the secret exit. There's two ways they can get up there, with a triple jump or a double jump / single jump.
Yeah. If you look at the in-game times, Sanson's gonna get a 4:49, Uvideo's gonna get a 4:50. Well, you still can get a 4:50 in-game time with the triple jump. It's a bit more tight.
Yeah, because the way that that jump works is, well, when you're after propellering, when you're moving like horizontally, you'll do this like spin sort of. I don't know how to describe it.
A slow descent.
Yeah, a slow descent. So basically, when you do a triple jump, chances are you're going to be higher up so you will have more of that descent, which is what causes it to be slower. So yeah, now we are taking the cannon to World 5. One thing to note, that cannons, pipes, and overworld enemies, like the piranha we will see in World 5 here, if you mash 2 through the loading screen, it speeds it up.
When it's being just a couple frames apart.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
You're gonna see them grab the star in this level from a roulette block. There's 2 ways to do it. I'm sure Uvideo is gonna do the faster way.
I believe Sansone does the more. Well,
we just saw that both methods at the same time.
Yep. So yeah, the running up the shell method that Sansone did is 1 cycle slower, but definitely easier for some people.
We just saw Uvideo do what we call water skip, where you just kind of fly between those piranhas, and it saves a bit of time because swimming is pretty slow if you don't have a penguin suit.
Yeah, it saves about 2 seconds. Sansone making a bit of a movement mistake there, falling into that gap and having to recover. So now this piranha plant here is unavoidable. So we just got to do a quick mini game here. Uvideo getting a 91.
They both
Yeah, that. So here is another difference I believe we will see. 5-2 versus 5-3. Yep. So 5-3 is a more difficult level, but on the other hand, it saves about 3 to 5 seconds.
The main reason for that is because there's 2 pipes you have to enter in 5-2, where in 5-3 there's only 1, and the animation of entering the pipe is pretty slow.
Yeah.
Uvideo is making it look simple.
Yeah, there's a lot of precise movement that goes into 5-3.
Both levels kind of have not very good hitboxes, although in 5-2 it's in your favor, and 5-3 it's not in your favor.
Yeah, the giant wiggler enemies have absolutely terrible hitboxes. Like, they're way smaller than the actual models. And that works out a lot in our favor. Whereas 5-3, the bramble enemies, which are the weird long leg dudes, their hitboxes are very terrible and inconsistent. So it definitely takes some time to learn like how they like work.
It looks like Uvid's going for the fastest cycle in the level, which we call 5-5-6, and it looks like he missed it, but this cycle that he's doing right now, and I think Sansone's also doing, you can go a whole cycle faster, which is the walls moving left and right, and enter that door at 5-5-6, or 5-5-7, maybe 5-5-8.
Yeah, 2 people have gotten 5-5-8. Yeah, neither recorded, so did it actually happen?
That the Iggy boss fight is just jumping on him 3 times.
Yep. So yeah, these moving platforms here are also cycle-based. So as long as you hit Iggy within, like, a certain amount of time, he will always pop up in the same place.
5-4 is it's an interesting level because you're supposed to ride on this raft thing on the purple drink, but we say no and actually skip it.
Yeah, so the runners have an opportunity to save after this level. I assume that they're both going to take it. Uvideo is skipping the save.
I'm not sure if I've ever seen them save in this level, actually.
So yeah, basically, if you save... Okay, both runners skipping the save. So yeah, if you save and then end up dying in this level, you can reset your console and try the level again while still saving time overdoing the level normally. You have a few shots at it before it becomes slower than just riding it.
So,
And that also depends on like where in the level you would fail it.
so you would hit the power block. Sansone did not hit that power block. You don't have to hit it, but it makes that jump a bit easier. Oh! Sansone missed the question mark block, but towards the end.
Yeah, that's going to be a huge time loss for him because he didn't save. And I believe he'll have to take a forced death after, but that...
I don't think you do. I think it's if you...
It's inconsistent. Because if you take a death in 5-1, then the cycles still work out, although you're forced to do 5-2. And if you take a death in 5-3, you have to die again, I believe. I don't know. So yeah, Sansone is now going to have to do the level as intended, which is going to take a little less than a minute and a half. So it's going to give Uvideo quite a bit of a lead.
We're just going through 5 ghost house right now, which, as you can see, it's not that hard of a level, which is what I try to tell myself.
Yeah, that's what we all say.
Oh, I think he was trying to go for the meme jump there, where you jump through that building without slowing down.
Yeah, what we normally do is we bunk on the stairs in a certain way to basically ensure that we have a good setup for jumping through that boomerang, known as boomerang jump. But you can do it in a way where you don't slow down at all, and it saves like, what, 0.2, 0.3?
Not very much. Sansone's doing a little bit of swag movement.
Yep. I would also like to point out that Uvideo said before the race started that meme jump is free, and then he just missed it now, so...
Confirmed liar.
Yeah.
Everyone has some, well, they're volcanic rocks, but calling them meteors is easier, and they're based off of RNG, so you can't exactly predict them.
Doing the optimal movement through this level, however, does make it so that you... Well, I spoke too soon. Ideally, doing the optimal movements will ensure that you don't get hit. But there are a few situations like that where if you mess up even just a little bit, you will take damage.
Oh, that was...
Oh! Uvideo not making that gap there, falling into the lava.
I think he thought that you could walk off when you couldn't.
You can't, the thing about these platforms is they sink into the lava the longer you're on them. And while you can make it over that gap there, I think he was on the block for too long.
Yeah.
So it was too far down. So yeah, not too big of a death there. But he was able to recover and do that damage boost triple jump over that last lava geyser there.
That triple jump, it looks like you have iframes, but you don't. You have...
Yeah, so it has to be a triple jump over it.
Also looked like you came very close to some of those meteors after it.
The meteors can be a bit scary to avoid if you are on a bad cycle with them, or if you die.
Which show up in 8-2 for about 5 seconds, and then we don't see them anymore. That's a
Yep.
good thing.
Yeah. So, A2 here is the only level in the run that we do entirely small, and the main reason for that is the second to last room of the level is a lot easier to do as small Mario.
Another star to go quick.
Yep. This one doesn't take long to grab at all.
You can grab that star even faster. I think people just call it reverse star grab.
I don't know what it's called, but
Yeah, I think
it's
that's what Pidgey calls
fairly
it.
difficult.
Yeah. Probably should talk about what Uvid was kind of doing there. He was crouching when he jumped off of those things, and then uncrouching, all those crouch boosts. I think Astix was the first person to do that, like RTA.
Yeah. Yeah, so basically what happens is when you let go of your crouch midair, it returns you to your normal running speed.
I don't think we were fully able to see like the shell boost or shell cancel on 8-1. Uvid did it, but he ended up doing it too high, I think, and got hit by a meteor.
Yeah.
So, like when you have the propeller and you like throw something after you spin, it just cancels the spin and makes you just fall normally.
I would like to say that Sansone struggled getting in the pipe at the end of 8-1, and that pipe is honestly the stupidest pipe in the game. It's so hard to get into without losing time.
I think Uvid also messed up the 8-2 pipe at the end. Those pipes don't mess around.
Yeah, pipes are really stupid in this game.
I think they're worse in newer games, I'm not sure.
I don't know. But yeah, 8-7 here is pretty much an auto-scroller. Not too much we can do about it, as it is a lot faster than going around the long way. Something you can do to speed up a little bit is jumping off of the coasters early, using your momentum to carry you far enough to get onto the platforms quickly.
Those of you with friends may remember this level as the level where you'd throw your friends off, or maybe your friends would throw you off.
Yep. Yeah, it's nearly impossible to play this in multiplayer without killing the other people at least once. Is this the chaotic good level?
Luckily, you grabbed all of the star coins in the level. That saves a whole 0 seconds, and it's really important.
It does validate your run, though, along with grabbing none of the star coins. But if you grab 1 star coin or 2 star coin, your run is instantly invalidated.
Not really sure if Pidgey has the record. I don't think you grabbed all the star coins.
That's unfortunate.
We have 8 airships, which might now be the most infamous level in the run.
No, it definitely is. No contest. At least among top runners.
It used to be 5-4 because of the 5-4 skip, but there's the trick that shall not be named at the end of the level.
Yeah. We thought 5-4 and 5-5-6 were bad, but this is just a whole new level of bad. So yeah, we're grabbing the propeller back here, as in the next couple of rooms there's a couple of smaller skips that we can do. What you're intended to do is use these screw things to bring platforms down, but using the propeller we can skip doing that.
It is faster to skip to them, but spinning the screw things is actually kind of hard because they just don't always spin, and you end up just
Yeah,
going
the
up
two
in
that we
air.
do have to do are very, very easy to mess up.
Well, you just got that crouch jump there that saves just a little bit of time.
Saves almost half a second.
That's what happens when you miss it, which is probably why barely anyone goes for it.
Yeah,
You barely made that last skip.
ooh, Sansone's run is now invalidated.
This is unfortunate.
That's very unfortunate.
On the good side, we are now going to see the trick that should not be named. Bowser, he has bombs, but he doesn't always spit out those bombs quickly, so we have to kill him with other ways, like ground pounding his head.
Yeah, you're not intended to do that. Uvideo getting what's known as a troll hit there, which is when you get the ground pound, but not the hit, because you were a couple of frames late on the ground pound. Uvideo getting one hit. Alright.
I mean,
So yeah, that was fairly quick second hit there.
I think that would save like 6 or 7 seconds so they're not going for it at all. I remember.
Yeah, because that was 1 second off of perfect. No. I think that was a couple of seconds off a perfect no bombless fight. I don't think anyone's actually gotten like a modern perfect airship. Because I think the best anyone's gotten without doing bombless is a 412, which translates to a 366, I believe. But yeah, it did save time for him. And now he is heading into the final level of the run.
This level, it's a little long. It's only like 4 minutes long.
Yeah, it
167.
quite long. Yeah, it's quite long and not easy, especially when you're on pace. It can be very nerve-wracking.
Doing this first room fast is pretty scary. You have to like make some really tight jumps with these fireballs.
Yeah, they can be very easy to just barely clip and lose your propeller, which costs a few seconds.
656 first pipe is really good, though.
Yeah. Now he's going into the lava auto-scroller room here. Sansone is heading into the Bowser Jr. fight.
See if he attempts bombless or not. Oops, I just named the trick, I'm sorry.
Nah, I said it after Uvideo got it.
Okay. He's not going for the first hit, which is respectable because missing it does lose time.
Yeah, it looks like he is not going to attempt it. It is actually a couple of seconds slower to attempt it and not get it. Because you see Bowser Jr. shoots out these fireballs here. You need to be in a specific position for him to shoot them out fast enough. And each cycle he will drop a specific number, or he will shoot a specific number of fireballs before dropping the bomb.
They just went through the little corridor before Bowser, and those fireballs are RNG, and sometimes they can just not be in a good spot. He almost got his hit, but I think he turned back, and it was pretty scary to watch.
Yeah, but still a pretty good first half of the level. So yeah, we have a small cutscene here with Peach, right?
Well, that's not Peach. I played this game yesterday. That was Peach.
Yeah. Yeah, that was
It's big. I've never seen that before in any Mario game.
yeah, totally new. So yeah, this section is known as Escape, and it starts out with manipulating where Bowser shoots his fireballs by jumping at specific heights, and creating a straight line all the way through.
He barely got it. Who's
Yeah, he did bonk a little there at the end, which is not too big of a deal. Now it's a platforming part.
anyone who runs this game, you really should learn this part because I always see people losing so much time on this.
Yeah,
Oh my!
Uvideo taking a death because. So yeah, what happened there was he was not expecting to fall off of that platform.
Yeah, he might have tried to go for some quicker strats there and didn't shake at the right time. So
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what he tried to do to back that up there.
now that Uvid doesn't have Bob, this could actually be pretty close depending on how Bowser feels. Although he doesn't
Yeah,
have that cuts
I
in.
believe he's going to go for. Oh, okay, that may change whether or not he goes for Bowser Jump, which is a jump over Bowser, which can be pretty precise if Bowser decides to not cooperate.
So he still went for
Bowser
it.
did cooperate. So Uvideo is now going to have a couple of options of what to do here. He can either go and grab a mushroom really quickly and hope that he doesn't mess the fireball cycles up, or he can go low percent strats and not grab any power ups.
But it is pretty tricky.
Yeah, it looks like he's not going to grab any power ups, I believe. Yep.
Missed the firewall there. He's missing multiple.
Yeah, missing a few here. Ooh.
Space is at like suddenly sort of close.
So yeah, now Uvideo is going to have to navigate this part without propeller. It is a couple of seconds slower due to not being able to do stuff like skipping, waiting for that platform there, and the final platform as well.
Also, you can't really back up if you mess up by shaking.
Yeah.
Okay. He
Yeah,
has a
Uvideo finishing with a 28:05.
yeah.
So yeah, GG to him.
That sure was an interesting race.
Sansone saying that he got a 28:49 in the chat. GG to both runners.
If maybe that was smart, but 40-second or 44-second gap isn't terrible.
Yeah.
I don't think we will be having interviews, it looks like.
So yeah, both runners going to pass on the interview.
looks like that's the end of Group A. This is. Yeah.
Yep.
Just a couple of races left.
So yeah, now there's one match left in Group B, and then two three-way tie matches that have to take place. So yeah, guess we can start to wrap this up now. Go follow both of the runners. You can follow us commentators if you want. Check out the bracket schedule and join the Discord. As for this tournament, no matches are currently scheduled.
Probably be some coming up next week.
Yep. Going on right now on other channels, there's A Link to the Past Daily Randomizer Race, Mega Man 2 Randomizer, and Luigi's Mansion No Out of Bounds Tournament. Also, early tomorrow morning in Eastern Standard Time, there is the Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland tournament as well. So yeah, be sure to check that stuff out. Other than that, I don't really have much to add.
Yeah, I don't have anything either.
All right. So yeah, thank you all for watching. We can leave that here.